Hey, what's up, guys? It's Christian here, back with another video, and this is me and Zephian's college football picks for week 2 of the 2019 college football season. Here's our picks from last week, if I can get the paper to show up. There you are. You can pause it right there. As you can see, we only had one disagreement last week, and he got the upper hand because Auburn beat Oregon, obviously. So he is 14-5. He was 14-5 last week, 14-5 on the year. And I am 13-6 on the year, and I was 13-6 last week. Okay, this week. So, first game is Cincinnati at number 5, Ohio State. I think this could potentially be a good game. You know, Cincinnati looked good against UCLA, but UCLA looked like garbage, so I'm going with Ohio State to win that game by about 2 or 3 touchdowns, and Zephian's taking Ohio State as well. Our next game, we're not doing Rutgers, Iowa. Our next game is number 21 Syracuse at Maryland. I am going with Syracuse to get it done in this game. You know, the line is like Syracuse by 1. You know, I think it's going to be a really good game, but I'm going with Syracuse to win that game. Zephian is actually going with Maryland to win that game. But, you know, I'm a real big Dino Babers fan, so I think Syracuse is going to get it done in that game. West Virginia at Missouri. Missouri coming off a loss to Wyoming. You know, we know how that feels as Tennessee fans, but Missouri coming off a loss to Wyoming. West Virginia. I think West Virginia played James Madison last week. I'm going with Missouri here to get the win at home. I might pick West Virginia if it was in Morgantown, but I'd probably still be picking Missouri. You know, they just have too much talent. There's no way. Hold on, let me clear this alert. Oh, shoot. And I stopped recording. I'm going with Missouri to win this game, as I was saying. So, and Zephian's going with Missouri, too. I just think, you know, they got too much talent. Last week, I think, was a fluke. Let's see. Next game. Number 25, Nebraska at Colorado. I'm going with Nebraska to win this game. I think it's a potential upset, but I just think I don't think Colorado matches up to Nebraska this year. And Zephian is also taking Nebraska to win this game. I don't know if I said he's taking Missouri too, but he is also taking Missouri. I'm going with Colorado to win this game. Or Nebraska. Gosh, get your facts straight. Over here, the 2 big helmets. Arkansas at Ole Miss. You know, I think this is kind of an interesting game because these are 2 lower-level West Division teams, if you think about it. But you know what? Give me Arkansas to go on the road and get a big-time win at Ole Miss that could potentially give them some momentum. I know they didn't look great last week, but I got a feeling about Arkansas in this game. I don't know. Something felt off about Ole Miss last week. So I got a feeling that Arkansas is going to go on the road and upset Ole Miss in somewhat of an upset. And Zephian's taking Ole Miss in that game. But I'm going with Arkansas to get the road win in that game. Wow, I forgot Miami and North Carolina's helmets. Well, I'll just tell it to you while I am filming the ground. But I'm going... You know, that's kind of an interesting game, again, in my opinion. You know, 2 teams that look good in their first games. You know, Miami looked great against Florida. North Carolina looked really good against South Carolina, obviously getting the win there. But I'm going with North Carolina to get the win at home and somewhat of an upset. Zephian is also going with North Carolina to get that win. So, Mac Brown, in my opinion, is going to start 2-0. Come over here. We got Cal at number 14, Washington. Obviously, got to go with Washington here. You know, Jacob Eason looked great last week, even though, you know, wasn't a very good competition. But got to go with Washington to get the win here. Zephian's also gone with Washington in this game. Number 23, Stanford at USC. Line's even on this game for some reason. Not really sure why, but I'm going with Stanford to get the road win here. Zephian is also, I just think Stanford's better than USC this year. You know, I think they barely squeaked one out last week against Northwestern, but I think Stanford's going to come out and actually win by a couple of touchdowns just to prove that they're not to be messed with. Okay, we got 4 more games. We've got a matchup between 2 of college football's best players, in my opinion. Vanderbilt's Keyshawn Vaughn and Purdue's Rondale Moore. I think this is going to be a similar game to the Texas Bowl last year between Vandy and Baylor, where it's just back and forth the whole game, and it's really entertaining. But I'm going to go with Purdue to get the win here at home. If it was at Vanderbilt, I might think differently, but I think Purdue is just going to barely edge out Vandy in this game by a couple points. It's kind of funny how they're like the exact same colors. Anyway, number 12, Texas A&M at Clemson. Number 1, Clemson. This is a very big game for both of these teams. The line on this game is like 17 or 18 by Clemson. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. Oh, yeah. Zephian's picking Purdue also. Sorry, I forgot to say that. He's picking Stanford also, too. I keep forgetting to say that. But, yeah, A&M is not going to lose this game by 17. I think they're going to lose, but I think it'll be about a touchdown game. This game's going to be just as good as last year. But I'm going with Clemson to win by about a touchdown. Zephian is also going with Clemson to get the win at home. BYU at Tennessee. Not going to lie, I literally flipped the coin for this game. Literally flipped the coin. And guess what? It landed on Tennessee. So I'm going with our Vols to get the win against BYU at home to bounce back from that disaster last week. Because that's what the coin told me to do. And Zephian is also going with Tennessee, surprisingly. But anyway. And then obviously the game of the week. LSU at number 6 LSU at number 9 Texas. Zephian's going with LSU, obviously. You don't really need to know why. Or you obviously probably know why. I picked Texas in the preseason. But you know what? I changed my mind. LSU's offense just looked too good last week, even though it was against Georgia Southern. I'm going with LSU to get the big road win on tomorrow night. Going with LSU to get the big road win at Texas. So, there you have it. Those were me and Zephian's college football picks for Week 2 of 2019. Hope you guys enjoy Week 2.